So many people talk about getting into law school, but not getting scholarships or how to negotiate scholarships. When I went through the law school admission cycle last year, I not only did get into multiple top law schools, I also got scholarships from almost every single one of those schools. Now, going in, I really didn't know anything about negotiating or how to just get more scholarship money. And so it was really only when I started visiting schools and talking to other current students that I sort of started to piece together how to approach this. Specifically, when I visited UCLA, I went to a reception with alumni, and they were just really candid about their experience at the law school. We had one guy at our table that was super chill and very candid, and he was explaining how he got more scholarship money from UCLA, and he sent us the email template that he used, which I'll just break down for you guys. But two things to consider: schools care about the total cost of attendance as well as the rank of the other school that you're using to negotiate with. So for example, if I get into school A with a $30,000 scholarship, I get into school D with a $60,000 scholarship, and I get into school Z with a $100,000 scholarship. School A is going to consider school D more than they will consider school Z because the rank of the schools are not similar between A and Z. I should be using numbers, but you guys get the point. So now you figured out what schools to use against each other, I suppose. You're going to use school D to get more scholarship money from school A. And so when you're writing this email, you're not going to just talk numbers. You're not just going to say, I got $60,000 from school D. You only gave me $30,000. Give me more. You're going to consider total cost of attendance because schools are in different cities. Different cities have different prices in terms of rent. Schools have different tuition costs. Schools might have different mandatory fees. And so you have to look at the total cost of attendance of going to school A versus school D and incorporate that into your emails. So if I was emailing school A, I'd say, thank you. I'm very grateful for the scholarship I got. I want to make sure that I'm making a decision that is financially feasible for me. And so while I'm very grateful, I'm wondering if there's a possibility to increase my scholarship. I got a scholarship from school D for this amount, and I'm looking at the total cost of attendance, and the total cost of attendance at school D with that scholarship would be much less than my total cost of attendance at this school with your scholarship. And that's how you communicate with law schools. You consider the cost of attendance, you express that you're grateful for getting into the school, and you ask kindly. From what I've heard, schools don't like to consider the scholarship something you can really negotiate. A lot of schools are willing to increase the scholarship amount. Some schools are not. But honestly, you just have to try, and you have to have a good reason, and you just have to be polite and kind in your email. I was able to increase my scholarship at multiple schools doing that. Some schools said no, but some schools said yes. And I asked some schools multiple times, and I got more. So you have to be strategic. But with this new bill and the cap on federal student loans, we definitely want to consider the finances aspect of things. Law school is very expensive, and if you want to go into public interest and you want to get your loans forgiven, you don't want to take out private loans because that's going to really limit your options straight out of law school. So just things to consider.